Hello everybody, it's Julia here from the Highly Sensitive Tarot. And I'm here today with my second part of the hashtag Top Tarot Trumps. This really great tag started by Mascha at Musings by Mascha. And I think every couple of weeks, every 2 or 3 weeks, we're going to do a video like this. And Mascha's just put out her second video, so I thought I would jump right in and get my video recorded. So today we're looking at the Magician. So we've got 5 of our favourite tarot magicians, and this is my first one. Can you tell what deck it is? I'm sure you can. So let's have a look. So this is the Magician from the Marelle deck, and this is definitely one of my favourites. I have a difficult relationship with the Marelle deck. I'm really in quite a lot of awe of a lot of the artwork. You know, as a deck study, it's a fantastic thing, but I can't read with it really as an everyday deck. So I have a difficult relationship with it, but some of the cards I just think are just outstanding, really, and this is one of them. I like this so much. This is, I mean, when we think about the Magician, we think about the sun, we think about Mercury, we think about shamans, sort of power of creations, willpower, desire. You know, I think about Mercury, who's kind of a smooth talker. I think the Magician to me represents communication, I suppose, and directed will more than anything. He could manipulate people and situations for good or selfish purposes, I guess, couldn't he? So yeah, and in this card here we see, I believe this is Metatron, the Archangel Metatron, and it's like I think he is cloaked in the earth here. I think that is what is around him, is the earth, and inside is just this blackness, this void, and it's like this infinite energy that just flows out of him. I think I remember reading in the book that he represents magic and communication and directed willpower, as I said before. But what I really like about this card is that he's holding Metatron's cube here, which I think this cube has all of the 5 platonic solids hidden within it. I quite like sacred geometry. It's something I've been interested in for a long time. And these 5 platonic solids that are hidden within it, they're the sort of shapes and patterns which make up all the matter of the universe. It's like a 3D symbol of sacred geometry, and it represents all of creation, really, like a map. I think there are 13 circles, with 1 circle in the middle and 6 surrounding it, and then another 6 circles which create this hexagon. And like I said, I just love sacred geometry, actually. It's been one of my interests for a long time, so I really do like this card. The second card I've got here, I should have turned it over, shouldn't I, and see if you could guess the card. See if you could guess the deck. You know which deck this is. This is the Haunted House Tarot, and I don't have the boxes here or the books for any of these cards. They're over the other side of the room, and I will not remember who they're created by or published by or anything, I would imagine, on most of them. So I do apologise for that, but I think you'll be familiar with these cards anyway. So the reason why I like this is that this is the Haunted House Tarot, and he's the butler, isn't he? This card always makes me sing in my head Welcome to the Hotel California, the song. It's just like you just don't know what you're going into there, do you? I think for me this this butler, it's like he's in control, isn't it? He's very charismatic. He's kind of showing off the house, isn't he? I also like that he's got the as above, so below there with his hands. He's got all the elements on the table next to him. So all the symbology is there. But really it's like he's welcoming you to the house, and he's going to show off the house to you, and he's going to show you what he wants you to see. Not necessarily what you want to see, but what he wants you to see. And I often read him as being a little bit of a trickster energy. You know, he likes to be in control, I would imagine, this butler here. But I think this is a great card. I really do. Hang on a sec. Sorry about that. I paused the video. Joe, it's just because it's cold, I have my door closed a lot in my rooms to keep the heat in various rooms, and every time I close a door, my cat wants to go out of the door. It's what cats do, isn't it? They do not like a closed door. So yeah, so I've shown you 2 cards so far, haven't I? So the third magician I've got here, I've got 2 cards because the deck that they come from has 2 versions of the magician, and I think that's partly why I like it. If any of you can guess this deck, that would be fantastic. This is the Art Oracle tarot deck by the Art Oracle. She has a channel on YouTube. I think her name might be Alicia. I'm terrible for names, so I may well have easily got that wrong. But anyway, I love these 2 cards, really. I love that we've got the as above and so below in both of these cards here. I like that they're women, that it's not necessarily a man as the magician. I don't know what it is. This is just brewing potions, it's spell work. These are earthy cards. I just really like them. I like that she's making a circle here in the ground. I like that she's barefoot. You know, I don't even really have the words actually for why I like these. They just evoke something. They just evoke something in me. I think particularly this one, because you know, this is something that I do. I sit and mix herbs, and I burn herbs, and I enjoy that side of my practice. So I don't know, I just love these cards. I don't really have the words, to be honest. I think you can tell I haven't prepared for this video. They're beautiful cards, aren't they? So the next card, card number 4. Oh, you'll know, well, it's written on the back, isn't it, what this deck is? This is the Zombie Tarot. And I love the Zombie Tarot deck. I don't use it that often. It doesn't come out that often, but when it does, it reads really well for me. And I just really like that it has its own story to tell. And that many of the messages that I get with this deck are quite controversial, I suppose, really. And I think here with this card, this is kind of controversial in a way, isn't it? Because this is a scientist here as the magician. And, you know, this card really does beg the question, is he looking for a cure for the zombies? Or did he create the zombies? You know, what is he doing? Is he working for our betterment, or is he working against us? You know, is he working... Is this something sinister, or is he looking to find a cure for these zombies? You know, but yeah, it's similar, isn't it? You know, when we look, these sort of pouring of potions and the mixing of things and the blending of things, but you kind of get very much the feeling here that this man, you know, he could be a Pfizer drug rep, couldn't he? You know, that's what it makes me feel, is like, you know, these people tucked away in their laboratories, making drugs and vaccinations and various things. You know, is that who this is? So yeah, I like this. This is something different, and yeah, I just like it. So my last card here. Do any of you recognize this deck? This is one that's just come into my collection just recently. I had been eyeing it for a long time on other people's channels, on Nova's channel, and I eventually found it for a good price and bought it, and I love it. And this is the Serpent and Peacock deck, and it's an indie deck excuse me, that I ordered from America, so it wasn't cheap, but I absolutely love it. I really do. And I've fallen in love with this Magician card already, because this is like we have the answers within, don't we? I think this is called the bird of knowledge, and the bird is growing out of his head. Well, he is a bird, isn't he, with a face and a bird's head as well. Yeah, he is a bird with his own face and a bird's head there as well. But it's like the information is passed down from the divine and into your intuition. That's how I perceive that. I think he's even pinching the nose of this man here, isn't he? But it's like something has flowed through and into him, which makes a lot of sense to me with the Magician. I think this card, there's something about synchronicity and laws of attraction here. This just really, yeah, this is the Magician to me. I think, like I said, he represents more than anything that sort of communication and directed will, and I can see that here in this card. You know, we always have to remember that when the Magician appears, he reminds you that you have all that you need to start creating whatever you want in your life. And maybe that's what the bird is doing here, pinching him on the nose, is like, come on, you've got it all, you know what you're doing, get on with it. So there we go. They are my my 5 magicians. Yeah, they are my 5 magicians. So I've got a glare, haven't I, as per usual on the camera there. So I will really look forward to seeing what everybody else comes up with in this tag. I think it's going to be really interesting as the weeks go by, isn't it, to see what everybody comes up with and all the different decks that we have. So do say hello, and I will see you all again soon. Thank you.